And hello, Aries. How are you? Elsie here with a bonus read. How are you, my friends? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. Aries, I don't know what happened last week, but we had a whole pile of new Aries energy that showed up here. I don't know if you're cross-watching or if you are someone who is an Aries. Maybe you'll let me know in the comments. But thank you for showing up here. Welcome to this beautiful Aries tribe, my fire family. I am an Aries North Node. I'm also an Aries Venus. So I'm part of your, that's why I always call you my fire family. I'm here to do a bonus read. If you're the person who's always here, if you're the regular ride or die, you know how this goes down, right? It is the bonus reads are always for the current energy, the future energy. I don't plan on digging into anything from the past. It's onward and upward for 2025. So this reading may or may not resonate with you right away, because it's not going to resonate for everybody today or around the corner. For some of you, it's going to be in the future. So let's find out. Look, we had a whole pile of new Aries show up. So if you're a brand new Aries, welcome, welcome. Thanks for showing up here. If you want to let me know in the comments that you're new, I would love to say hello. I'm always in the comments as well. Some of us like to be in the comments around here. All right. Just saw the Hermit pop out here. What have you been doing? Spending a lot of time alone here? Tell me what's going on with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have the Page of Cups. Well, I feel like if you have been spending a lot of time alone, that something here is about to change. Something new is about to show up here, and I don't think you're expecting it. It might be something that is like related to good news, something that's going to make you feel good emotionally. And it's been taking its sweet ass time. I want to say it's been taking its time to show up to you. I feel like something is about to shock you or surprise you possibly. And I feel like it's going to make you feel good in some sort of an emotional way. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody who's quite analytical, but very patient. So I want to say that you've been kind of patient about waiting for something new to show up, and maybe it just wasn't worth your effort or your energy. I saw the Hermit pop out before I started dealing the cards, right? And maybe it wasn't worth your effort or your energy. Maybe it wasn't worth getting off the horse for. I want to say that I think that this time that you've been spending alone, if it is time you've been spending alone, has been a time for you to get stable or sturdy, right? We have oak leaves that are coming out of the helmet of the Knight, and the Knight has been moving really slow and doesn't really care how long it takes me to get to the place I need to go. I just need to make sure that I get there in a very that I go over all the analytics, that I know where I'm going and what I'm doing and what my purpose is. For some of you, this Knight is telling me that you've been waiting a really long time for some good news to show up. It feels like somebody who's been working really hard. You've either been working really hard on a project, really hard on yourself. This is self-mastery. But it also is like maybe you've been getting your master's or your bachelor's or something like that. It feels like somebody has been honing a skill, something that you've been brushing up on, or like refining something. It feels like in my mind's eye, my guide Charlie is showing me somebody who's buffing gold, like a gold statue. So it feels like you've been shining it up or getting it ready. We do have 9 Pentacles here. So whatever's about to show up, I feel is going to give you contentment. It might be that you might get some attention or good news about the thing that you've been building or the workplace. For some of you, it might be, money related. Somebody is seeing all the hard work that you're putting in, either on yourself or on some sort of project, possibly that you're doing in the workplace. But it also could be work that you're doing on yourself. I feel like an opportunity is about to show up that is in the hands of the Knight. We do have the Lovers, and we have the Lovers, and we have the Devil here. Oh, a love-hate relationship is what it feels like. It feels like a love-hate relationship with something. It feels like something has taken a lot of time, Aries, and you're not a fan of things that take time. Although, I mean, it depends, if you're here as an Aries sun, possibly, I could be talking about you, but you could be cross-watching, or maybe you have it in the Moon, the Rising, Venus, or Jupiter energy. It does feel like you've been obsessively working on something, is what it feels like here. There's been some sort of an obsession, which tells me that I feel like it's like been to the exclusion of all other things, that you've been working so hard on yourself or on the project or whatever it is that you've been working on, putting the hard work into. It feels like you're doing that with the hopes that some sort of opportunity is going to show up. Well, I think it is. I feel like the opportunity is going to show up. For some of you, it's going to show up like it's going to sneak up on you. You're not expecting it. It's a surprise. And the Lovers here is like you're going to have a choice in something. For some of you, you're going to be presented with a choice as to whether you want to take the opportunity or not. For others of you, it could be a choice in the heart space, right? Because the Page of Cups is the beginning of something brand new that is like, could be affection, right? And then the Lovers is here, and it could be soulmate energy. Let's get one more card out here. We've got the Knight of Wands. So I feel like it's about to show up quicker than you think. But I honestly don't think that you've got your eye on it. Like, I don't think that you're waiting for it or looking into the distance for it. I feel like it's kind of sneaking up on you, but it's showing up quicker than you think. It feels like somebody's about to take a risk. Somebody who is really brave, who moves quickly. They could be a fire sign. They could be a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. Not a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. That's air. But it could be a fire sign. Somebody who moves quickly. Someone who wants to take a risk with you. It feels like this Knight of Wands energy is connected to both the Devil and the Lovers. It almost feels like the Devil and the Lovers. You can see that they're like the cards are very similar, right? And it's like a fine line between love and hate is what I have in my mind's eye. It's a fine line between love and hate. Some of you are going to be annoyed that this opportunity is showing up at a time when you're so deep into whatever it is that you're creating. But others of you, I think, are going to welcome it as a distraction, but I feel like it bursts in. Like, it feels like it's not a text saying, can I give you a phone call? It's like, boom, it just shows up here. Tell me what the Knight of Pentacles is, please. Something that was moving slow has picked up speed. We've got the King of Pentacles. Like, that escalated quickly, right? We go from the 8 to the Knight to the King. So for some of you, it feels like it could be your money, that there could be financial things that you've been waiting on that are finally starting to show up, getting paid for a job, getting paid for something you've been working on. Maybe you've got the doctorate or the master's, and now it's finally paying off because you're getting a higher paying job. Maybe you were here in the 8 of Pentacles working hard, and now all of a sudden you're in this energy of the King of Pentacles. The person who's worked painstakingly on something that is now sort of bursted. That could be this burst of energy here. It feels like it's grown. All of a sudden, it's like in front of your eyes. It's like, oh my gosh, it grew just like that, this opportunity. We also have 8, 9, 10, right? The Knight has a pentacle and the King has a pentacle. It feels like somebody here is creating legendary status, or there is a lot of money that you're making that you're going to be able to set up trust funds for the kids and for the grandkids. Like, it feels like legacy. You're building a legacy or an empire here. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. I feel like that's what this offer is about. And we've got the King of Swords. It feels like something big. I'm just going to say the King of Swords doesn't show up for no damn reason. The King of Swords shows up when that person is the final word. The person who is putting their final signature on the contract or is offering you the contract. The person who is the judge, the magistrates. It's like something legal is involved. It's like somebody, if you have a business you've been creating or been working really hard on, I feel like you now go into a franchise. It feels like it blows up really quickly like that. We do have the 10 of Wands. I feel like whatever information is received is shocking. It's good news, but I also feel like it creates a heavy weight on you. It creates a burden because now you've got to make a really big decision, a legal decision, something that you're going to have to sign on the dotted line. And I feel like there is somebody here who's saying to you, look, this is the final word. Once you put your signature on the contract, it's word, and you've got to follow the contract. It might be somebody who wants to offer you to buy 10% of your business, or they're like, yeah, absolutely, we'll give you the money, but then you got to answer to us, right? So I feel like it's like the line of love and hate. It's like, I really love the opportunity that's showing up, but it feels like the opportunity could go sideways really easily. It feels like. Tell me what this 8 of Pentacles is about. What have you been working on? We have the Queen of Pentacles. So you've been working on a plan. Somebody here has a business plan or is very very planned. Somebody has been very focused on their on the building of their financials. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's not only financially well off, but this person also takes care of their body. They take care of their health. This person plants their own garden for the purpose of being able to nourish their body with pure food. Like there's somebody who's taking care of themselves from head to toe. It's not just money. It is balance in all things is what it is. We've got, you might be someone who's doing organic gardening. And now that I've mentioned that, we do have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, it feels like whatever the Queen of Pentacles is producing, you could be somebody who does have earth energy, or maybe the earth energy is here with the Queen and the King of Pentacles. Maybe this is a business partner. It does feel like with the Queen of Pentacles energy and the Ace of Wands that there is a new opportunity that's being offered to you that's really something you've been passionate about, but it also feels like something you've been waiting for. Like you've been waiting for all the work that you've been doing up to here is leading up to this Ace of Wands here, this new path of excitement, like real excitement about what I'm going to do next. We have the World card. And so it feels like this is something you've accomplished after working really hard on something. I feel like, Aries, what's happening here is you're finally going to get the offer of a lifetime, whether it's an offer on your house or an offer to marry somebody or get into a relationship. It's something that you've always wanted, that you've worked really hard toward here, that's about to really move quickly here. Like you're going to have to do quick answers, quick signatures. Like it feels like something is... Yeah, it feels like something is about to blow up here in the best way, but I'm just looking at the Devil and the Knight of Wands here. I want to say be careful. Like be careful to make sure that you do bring in a lawyer, or that you do bring in somebody who is, you know, all about the words and look over the document, because the King of Swords is here at the top of the reading. Top of your mind should be somebody who's going to help you in a legal way, if it is a business or something like that. But with the Devil energy and the Knight of Wands, please understand that you can also be seduced into passion or desire. You might desire it. Be careful that you're not seduced into doing something or signing on the dotted line for something, because it could end up being a really heavy weight, or that there's a lot of pressure on you to maybe produce, maybe it might make you work harder, right? Like it could also take away your health if you have to work too hard. So be careful, because I feel like it's something that might also be a little bit seductive. That's why I'm saying it's on the line of love and hate. Like it's something that it's like it's going to take time away from your life, but it's going to produce a lot of financial stuff. So I feel like you need to make a decision about what's most important to you, because this is coming quickly here. You're going to be put on a brand new path. And I feel like the brand new path is going to have you chained to something, which means you must produce. You must give us what you promised. If I'm buying 10% of your business, now we're going to go into production. It feels like now you're going to get really busy. You're on a new path, and the Page of Wands is here. So I'm going to say be careful with this energy here, not to jump into something that you're not aware of all the details of, because the Page of Wands will jump into something just based on, what they see in the distance. And look at this, a lot of money, right? So it might be a contract that is worth a lot of money, but it also could be something that is a material seduction. So be careful that you're making the right decision for you, your health, right? Make sure that you're clear on the contract. This is a contract for me, so be clear on the contract. Why are they paying you so much money? Be a little bit, give it the side eye just a little bit, because the Knight of Wands and the Death card, or the Devil card here, is sort of giving me, just sign this. Just go ahead and sign this. And then you look at this, at the fine print afterwards. Tell me what this is. This is a new opportunity that's just showing up out of nowhere. And it feels like it's something that you've been working toward, but you didn't think it would show up this soon. Tell me about the Page of Cups here. We've got the Three of Wands. We've got the Knight of Swords. It's showing up aggressively here. And I feel like with the Three of Wands and the Five of Wands is 8 wands. So if things are moving super quick, now the Knight shows up, and the Knight is the one who is aggressive with their words, throws all of it at you, lets you sort it out. So make sure you do have someone legal to sort it out if it is contract based here. So we have the Five of Wands, which is a lot of competition. So it does feel like whatever you've been working on, somebody wants to duplicate it. So somebody wants to franchise it, or somebody wants to say, instead of you working on this thing by yourself and you can't fulfill a lot of orders, now let's get into a warehouse environment. Look, we'll buy all of these machines, and the machines will do it for you. So be careful that it doesn't get out of your grasp, is what I'm saying. Whatever deal you're making here, I feel like this is something you've been waiting on for a really long time, and it's coming at you aggressively though. So I want to say that whatever it is that you're doing, there is a lot of competition for, and somebody is showing up with an opportunity to say, look, I've got an edge on the competition. If you sign this contract, you will make a whole pile of money, but you're also going to be attached to the devil, which is obsessive, compulsive. You have to do it all the time. You're chained to it, right? So you might have to give something up for it here. This, for some of you, could also be a relationship. Take it as it resonates. Tell me what the outcome is here. Could be someone it could be the seduction of the flesh. Could be someone who shows up to your door and says, boy, do I have a deal for you. All you have to do is turn your back on whatever it is that you've been working on, and, I'll give you whatever you want in terms of your passions and desires. So I just don't like that the devil is staring at me here next to the lovers. Tell me what the outcome is here. We've got the Four of Wands. So the thing is you're going to be able to buy the house you always wanted. You're going to be able to get the stability that you've always wanted. Like the excitement of it all is what I'm trying to get across to you. The excitement of the whirlwind, sort of. Make sure that you've got this energy of the kings that are sitting next to each other, the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. They are slow, they're methodical, they're ones that think things out first. I'm going to be very practical, I'm going to be very analytical. So make sure that you're taking care of things in that way before you make any big decisions, because I feel like everything can be a whirlwind, can be very fast. You're going to have to make big decisions. I really do feel like it feels like something you've always wanted. It's like there's a calling here that you have, something that you've always wanted to do that's been in your heart space for a really long time. So it's going to be seductive for you. I don't think it's a bad idea, but I think you just really need to be careful. And I think that that's what this lesson is about, because the Temperance is in the reverse. And when the Temperance is in the reverse for me, the answer is no. So the answer, although I don't think is a hard no, I feel it's like make sure that you are using the intuition to figure out if the answer is no. So we do have Sagittarius energy here. We have Piscean energy with the High Priestess. Make sure that, as things are moving quickly, that you're allowing them to move quickly, because you really have a good handle on your intuition. Temperance in the reverse, though, tells me to tell you to be careful. We do have Capricorn energy here, which is an indication of a lot of money. Taurus and Virgo as well. We do have Gemini energy here a couple of times. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. That's the accomplishment, though. It's like everybody in your life is going to see you accomplish the thing you've always wanted to accomplish. And it's because it feels like this is a calling that's been in your life for a while. Maybe you've never owned a home, and now you're going to own the home. This very happy, exciting time for you. But it also could be a home and love. Maybe it's a package deal. Maybe love shows up and then your opportunity shows up. I feel like you're about to see a bunch of blessings tumble in on you, and it's about to be a little bit overwhelming. Put the brakes on, make sure you look at it, and please don't react, respond. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you, Aries, for being here and watching. I'll be back because I'm always back. See you tomorrow for the sneak peek. You guys take care. Bye-bye.